Hey everybody, this is EMAC2411 on YouTube.com with your WWE RAW review for May 18th, 2020. We open up and kick off Raw with the segment with Randy Orton and Edge. So Randy Orton would come out first, say some stuff. Edge comes out, blah 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 blah. This feud's continuing. As I said in my previous Raw review, last week's Raw review, I talked about my thoughts about this rivalry, how it's actually continuing, but I liked how they did it with how it made sense for this rivalry to continue. They want to actually do a wrestling match. Orton wants to prove that he's the better wrestler, that he's the superior wrestler to Edge, wrestling-wise. Not in a last man standing match, not in a fight, but a straight-up wrestling match. And they're calling this, potentially, this could be the greatest wrestling match of all time. I think that's a stretch. I think they could have an amazing match, but Edge has not had a regular match in 9 years. There's going to be some ring rust, I think. Just a little bit of a stretch for me. But I digress. So, Edge accepts the challenge, and let's go right now the match. I thought Edge here was really good. I thought his mic work, his intensity, his grit that he has, you could just tell he means every word. And the only thing here, though, my problem is I think sometimes Edge overcooks it. Now, Edge has been an actor, and he's actually a good actor. But here, he's kind of, now wrestling's always been, kind of, you can go over the top, but he's overcooking it a little bit. Like, the way he's like, yeah, and I have this, and I have the grit, and I'm like, just tone it down a little bit. You're almost perfect as how I would like how he would be, his tone, and how he's speaking and cutting the promo, but I'm just like a little bit less, just a little bit. You're overcooking it just a tiny bit, in my opinion. If you would just tone it down a little bit, I think it could be, I could maybe not be like, I could actually get into it, and I do get into it, but it's just a little nitpick I have. Orton is actually perfect here, with how calm, but also kind of just knowing what he wants to prove to Edge, that he is a better wrestler, and you could just tell that that's what he wants to do, and that's his whole purpose. He doesn't want to hurt Edge. He wants to just be a better wrestler. How simple, which is really good. So I thought this show actually started off really strong here with this segment. I really enjoyed it. It went about probably 10 minutes. It didn't go on too long. Even Orton, it was kind of like, sometimes it's like WWE inserts, or they kind of say what the crowd's thinking, which is true, because then I like that sometimes, like, Orton's like, well, do you accept the challenge or not? And I was kind of thinking that for the last 2 minutes. I was just like, okay, we're rambling here, and I was just talking about all this. I'm just like, okay, what's the point? Just say if you accept the challenge or not. And he did. Edge accepts. We're getting the match Backlash. Yeah, so it should be a great match, hopefully. So yeah, and then I hope this is the end of the rivalry. There's no more matches between these two. There should be none. This should be the end, and then we can go on to bigger and better things for both of these superstars. A great way to start Raw. Great promo work as well. Great mic work from both men here. Seth Rollins and Murphy come out here for the next segment. And I think that, I don't know, so this was good. Rollins is always on the mic. He can cut a promo in his sleep. Let's be honest here. But I don't know where they're going with Seth Rollins necessarily, because he attacked from start last week, but then he's kind of like, well, he didn't do it, but then last week the expressions on his... Is he being possessed? Seriously, and I said this last week, is he being possessed by something, for real? Last week he comes out all sad or just depressed, I don't know. And then last week, he attacked Rey Mysterio, and then he's like, well, I don't know, I didn't do that, I don't know what happened, because he didn't do it for him. This week he's all in a better mood. He comes out, he's like, well, he basically summed it up to say that he didn't actually do it. He didn't say what he did, but just what happened to Rey Mysterio. So you're kind of wondering where they're taking the storyline with Seth Rollins. What's the end game here? They kind of brought back him and his disciples, and I'm just like, where are they going? So now Murphy faces Humberto Carrillo. Murphy wins, and this is a great win for Murphy. I really do think this guy's a great wrestler. He's kind of getting more shine since he is involved with Seth Rollins. He's a disciple of Seth Rollins. So So this is a great win for Murphy, just to get a win here, even if it's against Humberto Carrillo. But Murphy's got a lot of potential, and he showed greatness in a lot of his matches, especially with Aleister Black. That they had like the series last year. So give this guy more time, give this guy more TV time, and he will show you why he is just a great wrestler. I thought the match was meh. Didn't care for it. Don't care. Watched it. Didn't feel anything watching it. But it's great that Murphy won. We get a backstage segment with King Corbin. I do like this gimmick. I mean, I do like the gimmick, I guess. I don't like Corbin, but like, what I'm saying is that I like how he comes to Raw and he thinks, so like, you know, he's King Corbin, right? And he thinks that, you know, everyone else to just bow down to him, get him his own dressing room, get him coffee, get him food when he wants it. And I think that is great. How he just thinks this is all supposed to be handed to him. Even when he's on the Raw brand, it's like, no, this is Raw, man. They're not gonna give you everything you want. This isn't your home. This isn't SmackDown. I liked that they continue with that. We also got a backstage segment with Liv Morgan. Kind of getting a little bit more inside her head, kind of getting a little bit more inside her story, kind of talking you kind of get to see more about her personality, her you know, her relationship with her mother, which is always nice, which is always a nice touch. You don't just get to see the character or the wrestler, the superstar, but you get to see beyond the ring. So this is great for her character, I think, to kind of develop her and show people that she's just more than a pretty face, that she is improving as a wrestler, better on the mic, and I like Liv Morgan a lot, actually. I'm hoping she is going to be champion, as she claimed in this promo, very soon. So, yeah, I see huge things for Liv Morgan coming her way. Finally, you thought it was going to be Ruby Riott. That's the funny thing. You thought Ruby Riott from the Riott Squad was going to be the, she was the leader, but you thought she was the big superstar, the next former champion. That she was going to be the breakout star of that group. No, it looks like it's actually going to be Liv Morgan. So that's nice. I do like Ruby Riott, I like Liv Morgan. But, I mean, it's great to see WWE starting to now push new superstars, giving them more TV time, giving them more spotlight. Apollo, now Liv Morgan. So I like this. Hopefully this is a major step forward for WWE. Hopefully they don't just drop the ball with these two, because you know WWE can sweep these. You know WWE can sweep the rug right from under these superstars at any time. They've done it before. You think someone's going to push, and then nope. No push for you. Now they're off TV. Because WWE switched plans. So hopefully this all continues for some of these superstars. Because it does make sense that you gotta sometimes be smart. You can't always just win here, attack here, you know. You gotta make it make sense. You got to evolve. You have to do it. You need to do small steps, you know. You can't just push people or make everyone win all the time, or all of a sudden out of nowhere. It has to come naturally. It should make sense. You should believe in it, you know. It should not feel forced. So I like this. Liv Morgan, you know, losing to Charlotte Flair, but she's beating Ruby Riott. So this is all good stuff. I'm liking what I'm seeing as it concerns Liv Morgan. Charlotte Flair comes out, talks about, you know, she's the greatest, and, you know, I just want you guys to know that this is Charlotte Flair. This is the greatest of all time. This is the person that everyone wants to see. That's why they're putting her on all three brands now. She's doing triple duty. She went on NXT, then SmackDown, then Raw tonight. So yes, that's the key to solve all of WWE's problems. It is Charlotte Flair, the NXT Women's Champion. I don't like this, honestly, with all this stuff with Charlotte. Charlotte's getting really annoying. I'm not liking this stuff. It's stay on NXT. You shouldn't even be on Raw. You're the NXT Women's Champion. Sure, you were on Raw, but Charlotte should have stayed now on NXT. But she's just the biggest superstar, so she can go on any brand she wants. The rules don't apply to Charlotte, because I'm thinking, you know, you're giving this match to Charlotte, but you could be giving this segment to Bianca Belair. Where the hell has Bianca Belair been? Seriously. Yeah, I don't know. She should be getting TV time, getting matches. Something, getting put on TV in some capacity. But no, we get another Charlotte Flair match just to prove that she is the true women's champion, that she is the true leader of the division, that she is the face of WWE in the women's division, that she is just the best. No one can touch her in the ring. As she beats Ruby Riott yet again on Raw in a quick match, alright match to showcase Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair says, Ruby Riott, I know you have, she's just like, I know you have something to say. And I'm like, how do you know that? I know you have something to say to me, so come out and say it. She comes out. I liked how Ruby Riott didn't say anything. It's like, let's not talk, let's fight. More actions, less words. So, yeah, Ruby Riott fought, but once again, she tapped out to Charlotte Flair because would you have wanted it any other way? Of course you would not. Finally, looks like they're doing Lashley right. They are finally giving Lashley somewhat of a push. They're finally giving a manager, finally a mouthpiece. This is looking like the step in the right direction for Lashley. We get Asuka's championship celebration. Kairi Sane's in the ring now. Gonna introduce Asuka. She comes out, and it's a nice little celebration. Sometimes I wish they would just let these celebrations play out. I'm kind of having fun. I'm like, yeah, this is great. You know, let her have her moment. But of course, Nia Jax comes out, ruins the party, and says, you know, look at me, and then look at you. Yeah, let's do that. So they get physical. Asuka takes out Nia Jax. Asuka stands tall over Nia Jax. Nia Jax will be challenging Asuka for the Raw Women's title first, which does make sense. I like this. This could potentially be a great feud, a great match that they will have, probably at Backlash. Yeah. Hopefully Asuka has a lengthy reign with the title, but I did enjoy this segment. It was short, sweet, didn't go too long in the celebration. I thought it all flowed really well. The celebration segment was what it should have been. Nia Jax comes out, and this is all good. Asuka is so damn entertaining as well. She's funny just when she's doing her dances. Ooh. Yeah, you know. So she's entertaining. Nia Jax. Some of the facial expressions she makes sometimes are also funny, but they're not supposed to be funny, I don't think. And she screams, and I'm just like, yeah, okay. Nia Jax said she was handed, that Asuka was handed the title. No, she actually won the Money in the Bank ladder match. The title was inside the briefcase, therefore she won the title. Jax said Asuka wasn't handed the title from Becky Lynch. She won it in the ladder match. I don't know. I mean, if someone scripted this promo, what the fuck? Or y'all don't even know your own match that y'all put together for real. Jax says that you didn't win, that you were handed the title, and I'm like, no, Asuka won the title in the ladder match, you idiot. Seriously, you had a shot at the title, you just didn't know it. So that fact, them trying to say that, I'm just like, no, you're stupid, you're an idiot. For real, because you don't even know. Did you watch the segment last week? Did you actually watch it? Apparently you didn't. Lashley versus R-Truth. Lashley wins. Cool. Seen this match before. Lashley destroys Truth, and yep, he's a monster, he's a beast, and he just hates R-Truth for some reason, because he just keeps wanting to face him in matches. For whatever reason. Women's tag team titles are on the line. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross defending against Peyton Royce and Billie Kay of the Iconics. Now, last week Iconics returned. They actually pinned Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. They defeated them in a non-title match. This is why we have this match this week for the titles. I will say this. I like the Iconics a lot. One of my favorite tag teams. They're great together, great chemistry. I've explained they're funny, but they're annoying, it's cringeworthy, it's all this stuff. Okay, the music's, it's all good. Good stuff, mostly. So it was great to see them come back. It was great to see them come back last week. What do they do this week? Yeah, Peyton Royce gets her team disqualified, and now still your champs, Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss. They blew the moment, and I was really mad. I was like, damn, I wanted them to win. The match is short, and it was what it was, okay, but the main story here was, yes, they did not lose, technically, by pinfall or submission. They lost, but DQ, they're protecting the Iconics. Nice, cool. I like that. Like, wow, they're actually, I thought they were going to, honestly, I thought that Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross were going to beat the Iconics. No, they won, technically, but it was via disqualification. they protect the Iconics. The Iconics don't get pinned. They keep that momentum kind of from last week, from when they actually pinned Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss. So that was good. I was like, okay, cool. Wow. Well, we have a rematch. But we got a backstage segment, and Billy Kay, and I like this, like, they're upset. Like, you cost us, your temper. And I liked how they were upset. Like, wow, okay. They want these titles. They were serious. Like, because, cool. This is a really good direction they're taking this team. And all of a sudden, Billy Kay just slaps Peyton Royce. And I was like, and she's like, oh, I'm sorry. And she's about to cry. And I was like, oh, I love you. Okay. I will say this. Please do not break up the Iconics. Let these two stay together, at least for a while. Keep these two together. Let them get another run with the Women's Tag Team titles. I'd like to see another run with it, and yeah, I just hope that this was just kind of a little segment. They were mad, so she slapped her, and that makes sense. So, hopefully they'll keep together. We'll see what happens next week or whatever. Hopefully this isn't just put to bed. Hopefully they continue with this.
Hey everybody, I just wanted to finish this review real quick for you guys. The camera died, fucking sucks. I recorded the whole thing. So let's just go through it. I'm not going to take too much time, more of your time. So I'll kind of just quickly roll through the rest of what I didn't get to cover. It sucks because I had some, end-up thoughts. Submission match, Shayna Baszler versus Natalya. Shayna Baszler wins. She tests out Natalya. So I like how Natalya's really upset about this, and it's actually taking a toll on her. She's actually, feeling something towards how she's losing now. And don't know where they're going with it, but yeah, Shayna Baszler continues to win, which she should, but she's not this main event talent that I thought she was going to be. I mean, she's still being prominently featured, she's still winning, which she should be, but she's definitely dropped off a little bit since the WrestleMania program with Becky Lynch. I mean, the way she was introduced. Remember that segment with Becky Lynch? Biting her neck, the back of her head, drawing blood, and you're just like, wow, what an introduction. You're like, what's going to happen next? But, yeah, so they tried switching up here with not just another rematch, but it was Shayna Baszler versus Natalya in a rematch, but with a twist, with this submission match, which is nice to try to switch it up, but yeah, it only can go so far. Match was alright, Zelina Vega, Austin Theory, Angel Garza, and United States Champion Andrade are out for Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens show. Kevin Owens is back on Raw. So I liked the dynamic between these four superstars. I really thought they could have something going here. It could be really good stuff, but they don't want to do that. They just want to kind of say that I like Zelina Vega leading this team, leading this faction. I think that's really interesting, but I really thought they could have been this big faction. This could have just caused destruction, but it would happen that we'd have this Cruz would come back, team with Owens versus Garza and Andrade. Cruz picks up the victory. Angel Garza punches, or Austin Theory punches Garza, cost him accidentally the match. They attack Angel Garza afterwards, or they attack Austin Theory afterwards, which is very disappointing. I wish that we could have kept going with this, but they chose to break up the faction, which sucks in my opinion. I really liked this. I really thought they had a lot of potential here, but of course they didn't want to do that. Aleister Black versus Murphy. So Austin Theory is actually joining fucking Rollins and Murphy as another disciple. So that's cool because at least he won't be getting lost in the shuffle. He will actually be being featured on TV. He won't be being forgotten, so that's always good. I like that. Main event time: Drew McIntyre versus Baron Corbin. I like how Lashley and MVP are now a pairing. It's MVP's his manager, his mouthpiece, which is nice. But when Lashley talks, I'm like, I believe you, and I kind of understand what he's doing. I get it. I believe you. I'm like, yeah, when you say that, okay. this match, the match itself, okay, whatever. Drew McIntyre wins what she should, but I can't wait to see what happens with Lashley and McIntyre. It's going to be a great match, a great program here. That I really can't wait to see what they do. So, yeah, I mean, that's about it. I just kind of went quickly because I didn't. I mean, I had a lot more to say, but I probably, yeah. Unfortunately, my camera died. I have to charge it. Doesn't that really never happens? Thought I had more battery than I had, but I just kind of want to recap for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. What do you guys think about Raw? What do you guys think about Raw? Let me know in the comment section below. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I want to hear your thoughts on it. So, yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. And until next time, guys, peace out.